red light that can help with fat loss. And imagine, instead of freezing the fat, boiling the fat, lasering the fat, using radio frequency or ultrasonic cavitation, all of those are about killing fat cells. But this technology that I'm going to talk to you about doesn't do any of those things. And what they have learned over the years is that this element of red, only red, will actually help to change the fat cell wall temporarily. There's no damage, there's no injury, nothing. The fat cell wall becomes a little bit more porous and allows some of the contents to leak out to the surrounding tissues. And then with our protocol of using a few things like whole body vibration and other things, we help the body to move that fat away from the fat cells and eventually to the liver, where the liver will decide to either use it or lose it. It will either use that fat for whatever, or it will eliminate it from the body. And it worked. It works. And we were having fun. So now at that point, I'm thinking I'm going to get involved with manufacturing. I started manufacturing equipment. We were manufacturing pads. I was involved with lasers. We had, other people working with us with panels on the wall, and they had nice results. At the time, we thought they were incredible results. But then what happened is COVID hit, and our practitioners called me many of them called me and said, what do I think about coming up with a device that will allow much less contact between the patient and the provider? And we came up with a bed, because with the bed, you don't need staff. The patient could get in and out of the bed themselves. And we created that just to replace what we had been manufacturing up to that point, with no expectations other than, okay, maybe it'll do at least the same of what we were doing up to that point. And within a month of us having delivered the first series of beds, we realized that we were onto something. This was unbelievable. Things that we were getting feedback that were surprising. And what we have subsequently learned is when you bathe the entire body at the same time, not parts of the body, the entire body at the same time, that's when the miracles happen. And I know it's not very scientific to use the word miracle or amazing, but I don't know what else to tell you. Let me give you an example. Arnett contacted one of our providers, and the providers then called me and said, this guy's having a heart attack once, if not twice a week. And this heart condition has been going on for over 12, 13 years. And so every time he dies, the defibrillator that they implanted in his chest would zap him back to life. Now, what started at once a month and twice a month 12, 13 years ago had now, by the time we meet him, it's up to twice a week. And I don't think he had much more I never met the guy personally. I did interview him, but I don't think he had much longer to live. I mean, he was struggling tremendously. He would describe how just to walk a few feet was such a burden on him. He couldn't do it, and was so depressing to him because he used to be an athlete and now he can barely function. So I tell the health practitioner, I said, look, let's just treat him for 5 minutes. Now, normally a dose is 12 minutes. Let's just treat him for 5 minutes and stay in the room the whole time. Let's see what happens. Patient goes home that night, and that was about 2 years ago. He's had more treatment, but he's never had a heart attack since. And everything has come back to life. Everything is now normal.